Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is John the Ninja live in the dojo, aka the dojang, aka the John the Ninja Studios. Today, concert number 5 on the concert resume list. This one is a personal favorite. Some of you may judge me, some of you may have actually gone to the show and haven't told anybody. But this one is for one of my favorite bands of all time. I grew up listening to them. I have a lot of stories about my early beginnings when I was just a kid, even before preschool, loving this band. And I'm gonna say this band right here is, wrong band, BackStreet Boys. 100%. I love the band the BackStreet Boys. I grew up listening to them. Now, for all you who haven't seen or heard of the BackStreet Boys or the boy band craze that happened in the 90s and the early 2000s, they were one of the biggest bands, actually probably were for a time the biggest boy band in the world. It just swept through the nation. They are 100% one of my favorites because one, they the great love songs that they have. Second, I gotta give it to them. Those boys like to dance, and I love dancing. So when I first heard the Backstreet Boys, I had to been like 4 or 5, and you just see guys dancing, talking about love. You're like, well, I think I want a girlfriend too. Shit. So when I gotta say, it's probably like since like I want to say kindergarten to to middle school, but like 5th grade too. There was a camp I used to go to during the summer called Little Acres. My mom, basically a daycare for kids, while my mom went and worked as a nurse. My dad was working too. So I would go there and I would always have my Backstreet Boys CD. I don't have the original CDs. I used to have the first 2 and a few others, but when we moved to my old house, lost them. So I still have the greatest hits selection. But what I would do is I would go to Little Acres, and mind you, I'm a kid. I am a kid, like a small kid, no concept of like what life really is. I would put in the Backstreet Boys CD and I would just dance by myself. I bullshit you not. I'm even gonna say the cuss word this time. I would be in the corner while everyone else was playing games and stuff. I'd just be dancing, just having a good time, doing the little slides and stuff. Just had way too much fun. But I really do love the music. It's part of my childhood. I'm one of those guys. I still believe in the Disney bullshit concept that you can find true love, whether you're rich or poor. Well, it's complete BS. All right, go make some money. So this way, not saying marry for money, you'll marry for love, but you can provide for the one you love. Okay, nothing is more nothing is more upsetting than like finding the one and then like, oh, we can't be together because of something stupid like money or something else. But that's a story for another time. So anyway, 2013, 2014 was a magical year for concerts. You had Katy Perry, you had Bruno Mars going on tour, you had a lot of old guys going on tour, Foreigner, Sabbath was going on tour. It doesn't matter what genre of music you were listening to, one of your favorite artists was on tour. So I'm in my school doing my thing on my computer, and I see Backstreet Boys are on tour. Buying tickets. I bought 2 on the spot, and I texted all my friends. I think I texted them at like 8 something a.m. Like, hey guys, Backstreet Boys, I'm going. Who wants in? So I'm super excited. Nobody wants to go. That's fucking bullshit. So I'm like, you know what? Somebody's got to go with me. So I call my good friend Cassia, my sister in Christ. I was like, Cassia, could you just please go with me? She was like, okay, fine, whatever. She had a miserable time. Now she is a sister. She black. I understand that's not pretty much. Backstreet Boys aren't that appealing to that culture because I'm a little bit of everything. So I took her. She was just a deer in headlights. I'm excited. I'm ready. Yeah, we're going to see the Backstreet Boys. She's like, oh my God, you're stupid. So so we get there. One thing I do find interesting and weird was that on this day, I'm going to pull it right now, June 21st, 2014, Backstreet Boys at the Susquehanna Bank Center, now the BB&T Center, with Avril Lavigne. That is the only time. I've been to festivals, I've been to rock shows, I've been to rap shows. That is the only time women were at their craziest at a show I've seen. That is the only time I've seen women really not care. And it was weird, but it was also like, okay. So when I say, extreme, like all the stories you hear, debauchery and hedonism and all that, that's what I saw. women running around topless, women in the guy's bathroom, a couple other extra activities. Like women for that show were running wild, like crazy. Now I gotta be I'm going, okay, enjoy yourself, just don't do nothing. But I'm still like worried mode because my dad was like, always be prepared for something to happen, and be the one to save the day or know how to get out of there. So I'm just, it was a little bit of culture shock to see all those things you hear in stories actually happening in front of you. Like, oh, this is like the first time I've actually seen it. So nonetheless, we got to our seats, nosebleeds, of course. I couldn't afford it to get up close like I really wanted to do. But we skipped a couple of rows forward, and I'm pretty sure I might have been the only straight guy there without a girlfriend. Nonetheless, saw Avril Lavigne. It was good. I'm not the biggest Avril Lavigne fan, but to see just the sea of women just all singing her songs, especially in the back in the GA, just the sea of girls like freaking out. Like, this is what it was like back in the 90s when it was happening. Avril Lavigne, Avril, whatever. She played Here's to Growing Up, What the Hell Was 2, Scared Boy, He Wasn't Was 4, My Happy Ending 5, 6 I'm With You, Complicated 7, and then Girlfriend was 8. Complicated and Girlfriend might have been switched, I'm not sure, but that's happened. But then, prior to that too, Howie, his wife's from Camden, so he had his son come out and he sang a song. It was really cute and stuff like that. But I'm not worried about that. I'm ready to see the BackStreet Boys. I'm ready to do this. I'm going to be dancing and singing all the songs I know. And sure enough, they come out with The Call. And oh my gosh, I wish we had better phones back then because the quality's trash. I couldn't even get it to get on my computer. The Mac couldn't read the video I sent over. But man, I was like, hey, don't stay up and wait for me. Doing all that shit. I was enjoying the hell out of that concert. Let's see what the list was for the In a World Like This tour. They had The Call. That was number 1. Don't Want You Back. That was 2. Incomplete. 4. Permanent Stain. 5. All I Have to Give. Man, I hear the song. As Long As You Love Me. Don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. 7 was Show 'Em What You're Made Of. 8 was Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely. 9 was, I want to say Breathe. 10 was I'll Never Break Your Heart. I'll never break your heart. I'll never make you cry. I'd rather die. Damn, so many good memories. 11, We Got It Going On. That's off their first album. That was fun. I didn't even remember that song. It was so long since I heard the first album. So when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is jiggy. Let's go. Come on now, Backstreet's got it. All right. Get Lucky. So they went to an acoustic version. I think they did 3 songs acoustic. I said Get Lucky. Drowning was 13. And 14 was 10,000 Promises. And then I think they went back to going to the music. 15 was Madeline. 16, Quit Playing Games with My Heart. 17, The One. I'll Be the One. 18, Love Somebody. 19, Shape of My Heart. 20, In a World Like This. And then, of course, 21 was the finisher, I Want It That Way. And then they came out with an encore, Everybody Backstreet's Back, which was my absolute favorite song. When I was younger, I had the Backstreet Boys CD-ROM. So what they used to do is they would do promotional discs or have video games or etc. on CD, and then you put it in your computer strictly for whatever you had. So I used to have this Backstreet Boys game, and it would be a puzzle piece, and you would put together the puzzles of the music video and stuff like that. I always played that one song to put that puzzle together just because I liked it, and it'd just be on loop. So, Backstreet's back, all right. You can imagine how much I was cheesing when you saw the ending to the movie, The End, with Seth Rogen and them. So, and then the second encore was Larger Than Life. I absolutely loved the production. I loved the whole show. I'm a dude that's very energetic when it comes to this. I let it all out. Doesn't matter how I look, how stupid it seems. I'm enjoying myself, and that's all that matters. So Backstreet Boys was great for me. Cassia the whole time was miserable. She was like, "What am I doing here? This is stupid, totally ridiculous." But to this day, I'm thankful for her to go with me, and I still remember this is the actual shirt I went in for that show. I didn't have any concert memorabilia or no Backstreet Boys shirts, but seeing them and still having the ticket stub somewhere where I got at least 2 booklets full of them. You know, it was really, really fun. So that was concert number 5. Let's see what's 6. Ooh, Motley Crue is going to be 6. Till next time, boys and girls, stay safe, be kind, and God bless. Stay out of trouble.